What's up guys, Riley here from RP Productions, and today is February 16th of 2016. It's a beautiful 78 degrees outside. That's just Texas winters for you, I guess. It's not like that all the time, but man, what a great winter this has been, honestly, for the southern states. I know you guys up in the Northeast are just getting hammered with snow and not fun conditions, so that really sucks for y'all, but Texas, on the other hand, nice and sunny. So today I wanted to address some common questions I've been getting on the recent Scat Pack and Camaro comparison videos, and just talk about a couple updates coming up in the near future, and just talk about just general things overall. Alright, so many of you noticed that I was with a Chevy salesman on my Camaro test drive, and also noticed that I didn't seem as happy in that car when I was doing the full review and test drive of it as compared to the Scat Pack. So some of you guys were like, you know, if the salesman wasn't in the car with you, do you think you would have felt better? Do you think you would have been happier and everything like that in the Camaro? And the honest truth is not really. I mean, I'm sure it would have been a little bit more exciting just me being in there by myself. But I really don't think it had too much of an effect on me overall, because somebody was with me when I did the Scat Pack review as well. The guy that owned that car, he was with me. He was like, you know, take my car out, act like it's yours, and get the best review possible. So I was like, okay. And the guy at the Chevy dealership was basically the same way. You know, he just kind of sat there. He's like, hey man, do your thing. And I was like, all right, you're about to hear me talk to a camera for about 20 minutes. And he was like, all right, no problem, do your thing. So it was pretty cool. He was a really cool dude, really nice guy. So huge thanks to him for letting me take that car out and review it. But like I said, I was much happier when I was in the Scat Pack, and I really can't pinpoint why. One thing that I did notice when I went back and watched both videos again is if you listen to the voice when I'm in the Camaro, it almost sounds like the interior of that car is hollow. For example, if you walked in, this is an extreme exaggeration, but if you walk in an empty bathroom with tile floor basically, that's kind of what the Scat Pack, or that's what the Camaro sounded like. The Scat Pack, on the other hand, sounded like it was much more refined, and as if you were in a closet full of clothes. So, you know, huge differences in the way my voice sounded on camera in both vehicles, and I think that has to do with the, you know, the size of the interior and everything like that. But that is another, you know, point where I was saying that I felt like the Challenger was a little bit more refined than the Camaro. It's still weird calling a Challenger more refined than something, because, you know, it's a Dodge product. It's not supposed to be super refined and fancy and whatever, but it really was. And I feel like the Camaro, even though the interior is a much nicer interior on them now, I don't feel like it gives me a sense of being super expensive or luxurious, or anything along those lines. Yeah, it looks very eye-pleasing, it looks very nice at first glance, but when you actually sit down and, you know, really drive the car, I guess that's what really did it for me, is actually driving the car. It didn't blow me away. I wasn't overwhelmed, and the Scat Pack had that effect on me. So another thing I've been getting a lot is a bunch of you telling me that the Camaro has a lot more mod potential and everything along those lines, which I totally get. If I wanted to mod the hell out of either one of those cars, I would definitely pick the Camaro to be my, you know, pure race car. But I'm buying this car as my daily driver, so I'm not trying to just, you know, mod it all the way to, you know, full bolt-ons or supercharger or whatever. As fun as that would be, it's just not practical as my daily driver. Sure, you can do it, but it's just not recommended. So as far as mods would go for my Scat Pack, I plan on doing, you know, exhaust intake, maybe a tune if Diablo Sport can figure out everything and make their tune basically flawless, because I know they've been having a bunch of problems running into Dodge's ECUs and stuff like that. So if they can figure out everything going on there, I might tune it. But honestly, it's plenty of power for everyday use. I really don't know why you need more out of a daily driver. I really don't. You know, when I got in that car and drove it around, it felt plenty fast. It really did. I'm sure I'd get used to it after a while, but, you know, it's definitely no slouch. So if you haven't already, I just posted a video a couple days ago of getting pulled over in my buddy's 2014 5.0 Mustang. Basically, we were doing some more advanced techniques of manual shifting and trying to get me more comfortable with that, because I'm going to be reviewing his car coming up in the next couple of weeks. Currently it's in the shop for basically some old lady. Well, that's interesting. Caution, road ends. Alright, I'm going to do a U-turn now. Wide open road, why not, right? So anyways, like I was saying, I'm going to be reviewing his 5.0 Mustang pretty soon. We got pulled over. We were trying to get me more comfortable driving stick, which we did. But yeah, go check that video out. It's kind of entertaining. But yeah, I plan to be reviewing his 5.0 pretty soon. That'll be the first manual review of a car I've done on the channel. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. Hopefully I don't blow his car up. But I think it should be fun nevertheless. So one question I have for you guys is, you know, if I go the route of buying a Scat Pack, what sound system actually sounds good in that car? I know there's three options. There's like the stock option, which I'm not sure what brand it is. The upgrade level 1 basically is the Alpine system, which I believe is $780. Don't quote me on that, but it's an Alpine system and it looks, you know, like pretty mediocre. You know, I think it would sound good, but I haven't actually heard it in person. And then also you can opt for the balls to the wall Harman Kardon system, which is like another $1,500. It has 2 subs in the trunk and I don't even know how many speakers and stuff, but it's supposed to be, you know, basically top of the line sound system for the Challengers. So I'm asking you guys that own either a, you know, 2015, 16, any RT, Scat Pack, SXT even, I don't know if they make them for the SXTs, probably. You know, what sound system do you have and how do you like it? What does it sound like? Coming from my Charger, it has the upgraded Beats audio system, which actually sounds really good. So I don't really want to be sacrificing my audio system. You know, obviously I'd love to listen to the engine all day, but I'm also a really big music guy and I love listening to music, especially on road trips and stuff like that. You know, music is a big part of my life. So is it really worth spending another $1,500 to get a really good sound system, or would the Alpine system be, you know, perfectly adequate? So since I have now basically told myself I'm going to be getting a Scat Pack, the other day I was exploring on a website called truecar.com. A really good website if you're in the market for a new vehicle or used vehicle. You know, basically can tell you what price you should pay, what people around you have been paying and stuff like that. But so I don't know how I ended up doing this, or I don't know what happened, honestly. I completely messed up, I really did. But somehow I ended up entering my phone number into that website, and within about 5 minutes of entering my phone number into that website and telling the website I'm looking for a Scat Pack, I had about 6 different Dodge dealerships in my area call me, and each one of them was like, "Oh, you're looking for a Scat Pack? Perfect, we'll help you." And I was like, no, settle down, I'm not trying to buy it yet, calm down. But you know, I've spoken to a lot of Dodge dealerships recently because of that. So they all know I'm in the market and everything like that. They're all keeping in contact with me and sending me emails like crazy. And you know, I didn't really intend for that to happen, but it did. So now I have all that going on. Basically just kind of told them to like chill out for a little bit and I'd come to them when I'm ready. But one of the ladies I spoke to, she actually said that the Scat Pack ordering banks are currently closed and you can't custom order one until March 1st is when they're supposed to reopen. And even if I placed an order for one right now, it's not guaranteed that it would get picked up. So she basically says, like, you know, place my order as soon as I possibly can if I want to go the route of custom ordering, and then my order will get placed in like an order queue, and then they'll kind of resume wherever they left off when they open up the order banks again. So that's kind of interesting to see. But I also noticed when I searched for Scat Packs in my area, within a 200-mile radius, I found a whole bunch of them. So I should be able to find one on a lot somewhere when I'm ready to buy. But if not, the option of custom ordering is always there. So lastly, many of you know I'm either going to go with B5 Blue or Torred with my Scat Pack color choice. So what would you guys pick? Would you get B5 Blue or would you get Torred? Both of them look extremely good. I really don't know. I guess I'm kind of going back and forth on this one. I think it honestly could come down to, you know, if they have every, you know, option I'd want in a red or blue one, I would just pick that one because they both look really nice. But, you know, if I had to go custom order one, what color should I get? So thanks for watching this vlog, guys. I know it wasn't the most exciting thing in the world to watch. I've been extremely busy recently with schoolwork and stuff. I've had several tests this week. I've got an essay due on Thursday. I have just stuff basically going on every day this week, and so it's just been completely hectic and one of those weeks from hell, pretty much, as they call them. But yeah, so not the most fun, but hopefully everything calms down here pretty soon and I can get back to making my normal entertaining videos rather than me just standing and sitting in front of a camera and talking to you guys. But you know, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for all the support I've been getting recently. At the time this video is posted, I'm like a day or two away from hitting 6,000 subscribers. So to all basically 6,000, oh, there was a giant piece of wood in the road. That was almost bad. Anyways, so to all 6,000 of you guys that have been out there supporting me and subscribing, you know, thank you so much. I really do appreciate every bit of support I've been getting from you guys. It's truly an honor and privilege to be able to do this and, you know, make YouTube videos and possibly buy a new car all because of this. I mean, that's just, it blows my mind. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.